Okay, so the new year is rolling in, and there has been no final determination of the physical cliff. What this means is that the Bush tax cuts will phase out, and the tax code of the United States will revert back to Clinton era. And what this means is people that make over 250 grand will have their taxes slightly increased. And a lot of people are worried that this is going to hurt the poor classes because just because the rich are taxed a little teeny bit more somehow means that that burden has to be carried over to the poor. This is of course ridiculous, but people in America hate themselves, they hate the poor, they hate everything. Because, let me put it to you this way, if you individually were taxed an extra nickel, what would it matter? Why would you have to take that out on other people? It's a fucking nickel. And that's essentially what it means to a rich person. The taxation that they are given now is essentially a nickel, and now they're going to have an extra nickel added to their taxes. And you're telling me that they have to lay off people, and they have to reduce wages, and they have to rise costs and things like that because of a fucking nickel? No, they're just sociopaths. They know they can get away with that. They know they own the means of production and have that kind of political leverage where they can do those sorts of things in order to intimidate Congress into playing their game. It's all about posturing. And they know they have the means to posture, and they will literally have you starve in the street and die just to prove a point. And you're willing to let them do that. And not only are you willing to let them do that, but you're so stupid that you're willing to go along with it and blame the government who has your best interests at heart. Your government is trying to help you, but you'd rather side with the guys that would have you die in the fucking street because they don't want to pay an extra nickel. And that's really what this comes down to. I'm not at all upset about this. I mean, I know it's going to lead to some bad things, but those bad things have to happen. And I'm kind of glad that those bad things are going to happen to relatively innocent people because they're still stupid and evil. There's, innocence proves nothing here. Just because you are poor does not necessarily mean you're not playing a hand in this. If you're supporting the bourgeois, then you deserve what the bourgeois do to you. And, it's just gotta happen. That's the only way you're gonna fucking wake up. And, that's really all I have to say is that, I hope you have a happy new year. I hope you just put this out of your mind and go drink and have sex and do your stupid routine. And then tomorrow you can go back to work and see what life is really like. And maybe you'll start to wake up and see that you cannot rely on rich people to be the nice guy. They didn't get where they are by being the nice guy. And if their motive is profit, they have to cut jobs. They have to cut pay. They have to hurt you. That is how capitalism survives. So stop being capitalist. I guess that's all I have to say.